Welcome to Craft Studios in Arlington, Virginia, where we're seated tonight. I'm with Greg Jolley to discuss dive training and some of the other events he's got coming up at Daedalus Dive Group, and we're delighted to have the place all decked out for the holidays. Looking to share some good stuff with everyone.
Thank you, Mark. It's nice to be here.
Okay, thanks. I know your Maritime Archaeology classes have gone pretty well in 2020, despite the limitations placed on everyone by the coronavirus. Are you looking to maybe have a bigger year in 2021? And specifically, what have you got planned?
Yes, I do expect a bigger year in 2021. I hope to get more people out this year. You know, coronavirus has set a lot of folks back. I'll teach a Maritime Archaeology course in April, but we'll be using dry suits to keep everybody warm. And then maybe by May, late April, May, we'll be teaching in wetsuits for those so inclined.
That's great. So if people are interested, how do they sign up for these courses that you're teaching?
Interested folks can sign up at the Blue Octopus Scuba Shop in Alexandria, Virginia. It's like any other course that they offer.
Okay, excellent. What else do you have in store for 2021?
I teach a Blackwater Archaeology course. There's more, it's more challenging than the regular course and other undersea areas of interest. Don't always sit in clear, warm water. A lot of them are in low visibility, low light water, and this course teaches people how to prepare and document what they find.
How about if somebody, if they were trying to plan their dive year right now, could they roll right out of your class, the April, May basic maritime archaeology and go straight into that Blackwater stuff only a month or two later? Is that?
Absolutely. Good divers can learn how to do that. Good divers are always learning, and it's a lot to learn, but it can be done.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
One dovetails nicely into the other.
How about when the students are done with the basic certifications, do you have some additional opportunities for them to go hone their skills in the real world?
Yes, we actually have several things planned for 2021. And in addition to doing things on our own, we're going to partner with some other organizations for some dives.
Okay, that makes sense. Could we hear maybe some detail about some of your projects?
Sure. In coordination with some other students and former students and some current students, we're going to be looking at a mountainous lake in Guatemala. It's 5,000 feet above sea level, so there might be some altitude diving considerations. However, that's not something that a little bit of training can cure. And we're looking to see some ruins, and there might be some other artifacts that we might be able to catalog.
Oh, it's fascinating. Something beyond shipwrecks. I'm definitely interested.
Oh, absolutely.
So, what else do you have cooked up?
Well, in addition to that, we're going to partner with BAREG. It stands for Battle of the Atlantic Research and Expedition Group. They're the guys that like to catalog U-boats that have been shot or taken captive off the coast of the Atlantic coast from the United States. So there's one particular one at a low visibility, the U-1105. They received a grant, and they've talked to us about providing the divers to help them catalog and do more research on this vessel.
That sounds interesting, and sounds like some enjoyable diving for a true explorer. But beyond the enjoyment of the dives themselves, what kind of credentials exactly do students get from Daedalus in your scientific diver program?
My students will get a PADI certification. PADI is a well-known dive training agency. But they will also get a certification from the Nautical Archaeological Society. The Nautical Archaeological Society is a European-based, London-based organization that credentials people in underwater archaeology literally around the world.
Excellent. Well, with the credentials from Europe, is it possible for someone to still come back and dive in North America with these?
Oh, absolutely it is. However, I'm not authorized to give credentials through the American version. It's called the American Academy of Underwater Sciences. They've locked themselves into universities and very specific professional, organizational, or archaeological societies that you have to be a member of or a professional archaeologist in order to maintain those credentials. My particular program is a little different, and it's a distinction worth noting that when you leave an AAUS-sponsored organization, your credentials expire.
Wow.
With my program, your credentials don't expire, and it allows anybody who's taken this courses to work with other types of organizations that have the same or training that exceeds their standards.
Interesting. So really what you do is just kind of empower someone that wants to volunteer and go on a meaningful dive project. They're just enthusiastic, disciplined, well-trained, but not a professional. You kind of enable them.
Yes, I don't really like to call them amateur archaeologists, even though the professional ones will call them that simply because they're not paid to do it. I like to call them avocational archaeologists because we have people on our dive team that work for engineering firms, space firms. They work for multiple other professional organizations. They're in the Army as well. You know, other professional organizations that they like to give their time and their effort and their talent to doing underwater archaeology. So my credentials provide that avocational archaeologist the opportunity to continue their enjoyment. They can volunteer with any organization they want because those credentials are globally accepted and they don't expire.
That's tremendous.
So if you take the class, you finish the class, and you decide you want to go somewhere else, let's say you pick up and go to California, the credential is still good. It's not localized to a certain area.
That's an excellent way for people that want to contribute to carry the credential.
Yeah.
So, no, thanks a lot. You've shed a lot of light on some things we all have to look forward to with Daedalus in 2021 and helped us wrap up 2020 here. So thanks a lot, Greg.
Well, thank you, and I hope to see you out on the boat in some of our projects.
All right.
And from all of us at Daedalus Dive Group, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.